Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, breaking news, the ceasefire whiplash amid a dangerous new escalation with Iran.
Crews working to stabilize the high-rise building, and Robin turns back the clock.
Breaking news as we come on the air. President Trump's new comments about the ceasefire with Iran just moments ago, saying, quote, it's over, declaring the deal he signed 3 weeks ago is now dead amid the dangerous new escalation. Iran launching attacks on U.S. allies in the Middle East after the U.S. hit 80 targets inside Iran. This morning, oil prices rising. Rachel Scott tracking it all from Turkey.
Breaking overnight, the race to stabilize the high-rise building in New York City and keep it from collapsing. Workers back inside the building overnight after support columns buckled. The evacuations and what inspectors are saying this morning.
Dangerous extreme heat. Millions on alert in the Southwest. The Southeast sitting in soup, where the heat index could reach 116 degrees.
Exit strategy. Graham Plattner said to be looking to leave the crucial Senate race as his campaign collapses after he was accused of sexual assault. Now, the scramble to replace him.
Demanding answers. The family of the missing teen, Nolan Wells, who was found dead after going missing on July 4th, launching their own investigation. Breaking news, thousands of nurses walking off the job in a major city this morning.
Hero Husky. The moment the black bear charged near a 6-year-old right outside his home.
I was playing with my Nerf blaster.
But Bella the dog swooping in to save the day. They tell us their story.
Messi working his magic again. A World Cup comeback for the ages. Plus, Dolly Parton's big announcement.
And how I found my way.
And Robin working overtime. Back in her element.
They are the OG announcers.
Behind the mic, feeling the groove, and on the court to celebrate 30 years of the WNBA.
Oh, what a night. Oh, what a day. It is way past my bedtime. Good morning, America.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America.
We do say, oh, I'm feeling good. Good
go.
Morning, America. Oh, but coming back to a very busy morning that we have here.
Very busy morning indeed, Robin. We have a lot of news to get to this morning, including our top story. Rachel Scott is tracking the breaking news on the war with Iran. The dangerous escalation overnight between the U.S. and Iran launched a new round of strikes, and now the big question, is the ceasefire over? That is the big question, but also we're going to have the latest on the high-rise building here in New York that appeared to be in danger of collapsing. Aaron Katursky is on the scene. You see him there. Crews have been working around the clock. Also ahead, Sam has the story of a hero husky. Her name is Bella. That video right there. Yep. Oh, that black bear got a little too close to her family. Wow. And but we're going to begin with breaking news overnight. The ceasefire whiplash amid the U.S. and Iran exchanging a new round of strikes. President Trump at the NATO summit of America's allies in Turkey saying this morning in response to a question about the ceasefire, quote, to me, I think it's over. Senior political correspondent Rachel Scott is on the scene in Turkey tracking these rapid developments. Good morning, Rachel.
Michael, good morning to you. And this is breaking news from here in Turkey. Just moments ago, President Trump said the ceasefire with Iran is now over, calling into question the future of these negotiations and whether America will fully be brought back into this war. This morning, President Trump declaring the deal he signed with Iran just 3 weeks ago is now dead, calling the negotiations a waste of time.
To me, I think it's over. I don't want to deal with them anymore. They're scum. You know what scum is? They're scum. They're sick people. They're led by sick people.
Overnight, Iran and the U.S. trading fire. Tehran launching attacks across the region, targeting U.S. military sites in Bahrain and Kuwait. Just hours earlier, the U.S. hitting over 80 targets. These videos posted online showing the explosions. Thick clouds of smoke seen billowing into the night sky. A U.S. official telling ABC News those strikes were meant to send a powerful message to Iran after they targeted 3 commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
We hit them very hard last night, very hard. I would say 20 to 1, 20 times tougher.
The president meeting with his advisors on the sidelines of NATO, giving the go to target Iranian air defense and coastal surveillance systems, missile and drone launch sites, and port facilities. The Pentagon says 60 Iranian small boats were also hit. This morning, oil prices rising as the president casts doubt on future negotiations.
Now, I'll let our wonderful negotiators keep talking if they want, but I don't see it.
And he continued to blast NATO allies who refused to help with the war he waged in the Middle East.
I'm not happy with NATO because of the fact that they didn't want to help us with the #1 state sponsor of terror, that's Iran. They were unwilling to help us.
So our NATO allies were hoping to turn President Trump's focus back to another world conflict, the war between Russia and Ukraine. The president meeting with Ukrainian President Zelensky here in Turkey today, but all of that has been overshadowed by these late-breaking developments. As for Iran, well, they put out a statement saying they will not be bullied or extorted, saying, quote, "We will not fold." Robin, this conflict is far from over.
Far from over, Rachel. Thank you for staying on top of it for us. We're going to turn now to the urgent work going on right now to shore up a high-rise building here in New York to keep it from possibly collapsing. A structural column buckling in the 37th floor building, making it unstable. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky is there on the scene for us. Good morning, Aaron.
And good morning to you, Robin. That emergency work to stabilize this building began overnight. Some of the street closures and evacuations have been lifted, but for other nearby buildings, it's still dangerous. This morning, the rush to stabilize a building under construction in Midtown Manhattan after support columns buckled, sparking fears of a catastrophic collapse.
We have columns partially down on 21 and 22, and we have floors sagging between 21 and 26.
The first call came just before 8 a.m. Tuesday for bricks falling from the building. Workmen noticed the buckled columns, multiple cracks, and the floors beginning to sag. This video, obtained by ABC News, shows some of the warped metal.
We have some 40-year members on that job who have never seen an I-beam bend in half.
That's not supposed to happen.
No, that's not supposed to happen.
Construction workers evacuated, then neighboring buildings, including 2 hotels, offices, and a school, emptied. Streets around the building shut down, bumper-to-bumper traffic stretched for blocks. For a time, the compromised building appeared to lean.
The way this building is constructed, it's a steel frame building, so it would not be a total collapse. It would be more of a localized collapse, but that remains our concern, that it's moving.
The building, formerly the headquarters of the pharmaceutical giant Pfizer, is being converted into apartments. It's the largest such conversion in city history. The developer said the columns likely bent under the weight of additional floors added to the East Side high-rise.
Once the immediate stabilization occurs, you have to look at the other columns around it and see if they're prone to the same thing happening. They're probably going to shore more than just the failed column. They should shore everything above to the best they can. It's easier said than done. This is a very tricky situation.
In the last year, the building has logged 7 violations, from unsafe building demolition to debris falling from high heights, resulting in more than $32,000 in fines. Overnight, workmen installed new steel columns and expressed confidence the building is no longer at risk of imminent collapse, but it is not yet fully stable, Robin. Once it is, they'll determine how those columns failed and a long-term fix.
Yeah,
Robin?
A lot of people want answers to that. You're right about that. Aaron, thank you. Now, the extreme heat for millions in the southeast and southwest with temperatures that feel well above 100 degrees. Ginger has that for us. Wow.
It's the time of year when people are like, come on, it's summer, it's July. But you tell somebody in Savannah who's about to feel like it's 116 that it is July. And that is why it's a dangerous level. And that's why the National Weather Service puts out heat warnings. But we start with the video and the pictures of the storms that were in part fueled by this extreme heat. This was in South Carolina. There was a person trapped in here as that tree came down. They went to the hospital. Thankfully, they're okay. Myrtle Beach, big time lightning strikes, and that's one of the places in extreme heat warning today. You extend it to Charleston, up to Wilmington. Those extreme heat areas with the magenta could see the 110 to 116. That's where it's dangerous. Then the heat advisories just south of Raleigh, down into North Florida, even into Miami and Port St. Lucie. The feels likes aren't going to get much better, and you go out west, it's not the humidity, it's just full-on heat, and you're going to see the heat there too, Michael.
Yeah, it's hot out there, Ginger, everywhere. All right, thank you so much for that. We're going to go now to the growing pressure on Democrat Graham Plattner to drop out of the Maine Senate race after a woman accused him of sexual assault. Plattner is being urged to step aside in a critical race for Democrats, hoping to take control of the Senate. Jay O'Brien is tracking the latest from Washington. Good morning, Jay.
Michael, good morning to you. Graham Plattner is still in the race as of right now, but his campaign now confirming it's discussed a possible exit strategy with Democratic leaders in that state, and that already leading to a clash.
In a race that could decide control of Congress this morning, Maine Democrat Graham Plattner's campaign collapsing around him, setting off a scramble to try to replace him on the ballot after an allegation of sexual assault by an ex-girlfriend, which he denies.
I looked at him and I remember this very specific look in his eyes, and I could smell alcohol, and I was like, this is different.
And this morning, several state Democrats now jockeying to take Plattner's place and challenge Maine's longtime GOP Senator Susan Collins. Under Maine law, Plattner has just 5 days to drop out to be removed from the ballot. State Democrats would then have 2 weeks to select a new candidate, but there's no exact roadmap for how that process would go. Overnight, the executive director of the Democratic Party of Maine saying Plattner's team has reached out, accusing them of trying to dictate the next steps.
Unfortunately, Graham Plattner's team has repeatedly reached out to us in an attempt to put their thumb on the scale of what this process looks like. We have repeatedly reiterated to Graham Plattner's team that they have no role in determining our next Democratic nominee.
Plattner's campaign confirms they have reached out to the party but deny trying to influence what comes next, saying in a statement, quote, while Graham Plattner wouldn't want to be part of the process, he would want to make sure the voters and volunteers make this decision, not the political establishment. It comes as Democrats are abandoning the embattled candidate, more than 20 senators calling on him to drop out. Plattner's biggest supporter, Senator Bernie Sanders, now saying he spoke with the candidate yesterday, and in light of these very serious allegations, I have recommended that he step aside. Other key progressive voices like New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani also calling for Plattner to drop out.
I think the focus of today should be to respond to the gravity of what so many of us have read, and I think that the only appropriate response is for the campaign to come to an end.
Plattner strongly denying the sexual assault allegation, but saying he's reassessing his campaign.
Regardless of the inaccuracy of the reporting, but mindful of the political reality it will inflict, we are taking the time to reflect on the best path forward.
And again, a sense of the stakes here. Any possible path for Democrats taking back the Senate almost certainly runs through Maine. Susan Collins is the only Republican senator this year defending a seat in a state that Donald Trump lost in 2024. Robin.
A lot of eyes on Maine. All right, JR, thanks to you. Now to the wildfires raging across much of Europe. Thousands of residents have been forced to evacuate. Maggie Rulli is tracking the latest.
This morning, record wildfires raging across southern Europe, burning more than double the seasonal average. Parts of France topping 100 degrees again, as the third heat wave of the summer is bringing devastatingly high temps across the region. 850 firefighters from around the country now battling flames in the hardest hit areas. One volunteer killed. Water bombers and helicopters now fighting the flames, as thousands of residents forced to flee their homes. The Tour de France even banning spectators along parts of the race. In Spain, ground teams working into the night earlier this week. Hundreds of firefighters in Portugal battling a fire that's burned through nearly 2,500 acres since last week.
And some of these fires are now more under control, but officials in France are calling the current fire danger there a situation of unprecedented scale. And guys, this current heat wave in Europe is expected to last almost 2 weeks. Guys.
Yeah, the heat wave is not helping that situation. Thank you, Maggie. And now to breaking news. More than 4,000 nurses and home care clinicians walking off the job in Boston. Larry, you have the latest on this. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Michael. So this might be the biggest nurses strike in Massachusetts history, and it is now underway. Just minutes ago, 4,000 nurses at Brigham and Women's Hospital walked off the job, and in under an hour, 450 home care clinicians will follow that lead with a separate strike. The union is asking for higher raises to offset the cost of living, more affordable health insurance choices, and for hospitals to hire more permanent staff instead of temporary travel nurses. Brigham and Women's Hospital countering that their nurses are already among the highest compensated in the market, saying the union's demand would result in total nursing compensation costs accounting for nearly 50% of all BWH labor costs, illustrating the significant financial impact of the proposal on the hospital's overall operating budget. Massachusetts governor, senators, and Boston's mayor urging both sides to find a solution, saying the possibility that patient care could be impacted is deeply concerning to the communities we represent. Brigham and Women's Hospital says it will remain open with skilled temporary nursing staff providing necessary care. Michael.
Wow. I mean, that's tough right there. Yeah. I'm just hoping it all gets worked out. Yeah. You have a lot of patients out there, and obviously you want the nurses to be taken care of as well.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you. But now, the World Cup. Messi working his magic once again, leading Argentina to, I mean, it was a stunning comeback win. How'd they do it, Will?
It was amazing. It was amazing. One of the games of this whole tournament, the World Cup, is firing on all cylinders. Good morning to everyone. Let's get into it. For 79 minutes, Argentina was on the ropes. The defending champions facing Egypt in the round of 16. They conceded a goal in the 15th minute. That means Argentina was trailing for the first time in this World Cup. Then things got worse for them. After a dubiously disallowed goal for Egypt, they then did score again to go up 2-0. Then, in the 79th minute, a massive goal from Cristiano Romero. Argentina had hope, and, of course, they have Leo Messi. Just minutes later, Messi capitalizing on the chaos he created in the box. What a volley off the keeper's hands and the crossbar and in. That is the equalizer. Argentina's fans jubilant, euphoric, emotional. This is Messi's tournament. His leading with his 8th goal of the World Cup. It's his 21st in his World Cup career. That is still the most all-time. Then, in the 92nd minute, that's stoppage time, Enzo Fernandez putting home that world-class header there. Argentina wins 3-2. Messi gets brought to tears along with his teammates and their legions of fans who took over Atlanta Stadium. This was such a dramatic snatching of victory from the jaws of defeat that it felt like they'd won the whole thing. Really, they're just on to the quarterfinals here. The defending champions will be the favorites against Switzerland in their quarterfinal matchup. And guys, bummer, sad news, no World Cup games today. What are we going to do?
We're going to watch reruns. But it's something about that stadium in Atlanta and comebacks.
Yeah, right. Brady tweeted about it, saying it's better than 28-3.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
I will. Thank you. Well, we've got to figure out something to do today.
I know.
And now we're going to go to yet another example of dog being man's best friend. In this case, a little boy, the family dog, chasing a charging bear away from a 6-year-old. And Sam, you have the incredible story.
It is a happy story, Michael. It ends happy anyway. All right, good morning. The boy's father says he and his family and the bear's family have coexisted in this neighborhood for a while now. There has never been a confrontation quite like this one. We spoke to them. Bella the husky was right by their side through it all, including our interview.
This is the surprising moment. A young black bear makes a beeline for a 6-year-old Connecticut boy. But his dog Bella races to the rescue. This Ring camera video capturing Colton Tazara just playing in the front yard on July 4th.
I'm playing with my Nerf blaster.
His dad Jeff just in the garage loading the car.
I heard Bella let out like a vicious bark, and I hadn't heard her bark like that before. By the time I turned around, it was Colton standing in front of me and the bear running in Colton's direction.
It didn't get me because I ran fast inside.
The 11-year-old husky intercepting the bear, then chasing it off into the woods.
I knew I saw Bella bite the bear because I saw the white skin under the bear's fur.
Jeff says the cub is likely part of a family of bears that have been hanging around the neighborhood for the past year, rummaging through trash.
And they know a lot of people leave their garbage cans unlocked, and they just know there's a free meal in there.
Both Colton and Bella were unharmed in the close call.
Oh, come on. Yeah. How do you reward a loyal pet that rushes in the nick of time? Well, they plan to give Bella her favorite, It's a T-bone steak.
Yeah, well deserved.
Well deserved.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. Coming up, Dolly Parton making big announcements as she recovers from her ongoing health issues.
Plus, the search for answers in the death of Mississippi teen Nolan Wells, what the sheriff is saying.
And Robin is courtside. She takes us there as we turn back time, Robin, to celebrate 30 years of the WNBA.
Coming up, how some students are getting into their dream college, even when they are not accepted the traditional way.
Plus, the new warning about a viral trend using a popular toy.
And Dancing with the Stars champ Robert Irwin is with us live. We'll be right back.
Back here on GMA, oh, we love him, Robert Irwin. Just before he won Dancing with the Stars last season, first he conquered the ballroom, now he's got a new role up his sleeve. He's here live to tell us all about it coming up.
He always brings a lot of energy when he shows up. All right, now we're going to go to Will with the headline. Good morning, Will.
Good morning again. We have a lot to get to here at 7:30, beginning with another emotional day in the probable cause hearing of the 23-year-old accused of fatally shooting Charlie Kirk on the campus of Utah Valley University last year. Prosecutors unveiling new surveillance video showing Tyler Robinson arriving on campus and allegedly making his way to a rooftop to carry out that shooting. And search and rescue operations are underway for a Boeing 737 cargo jet that vanished off the coast of Pakistan. Officials say it likely crashed into the ocean with 5 crew members on board. The flight had reported an issue with the navigation system and experienced a dramatic loss of altitude before vanishing. A 70-year-old California man is recovering after being found alive 6 days after going missing in the wilderness. He was severely dehydrated when search and rescue crews found him and airlifted him out by helicopter. His family is optimistic about his recovery, and they believe his Marine background helped him survive. And in tennis, American Taylor Fritz is set to play his quarterfinal match at Wimbledon this morning. The 6th seed with a tough assignment, second-ranked Alexander Zverev. The winner would then join Novak Djokovic in the semifinals. As for Djokovic, the 39-year-old winning a thrilling 5-set match in the quarters. A remarkable display there, and if he wins the whole thing, he would be the oldest men's Wimbledon champ ever. And on the women's side, Coco Gauff is into the semis. She beat fellow American Jess Pegula in 3 sets. You can watch all of the action on ESPN and ESPN2.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that was Jessica's first loss to a fellow American. She was like 8-0 against fellow Americans this season.
I watched a lot of tennis yesterday. It is competitive.
We watched a lot today. No World Cup. We switched to Wimbledon.
There we go.
To fill our day. There you go.
Always got something.
There's always something. All right, gentlemen, thank you both. Now, the investigation into the mysterious death of a Mississippi 18-year-old on the 4th of July, as the family of Nolan Wells says they are planning to do their own investigation. Alex Perez joins us with the latest. Good morning to you, Alex.
Hey, good morning, Robin. There's still a lot of unanswered questions in this case. Family members say they will not stop until they find out what exactly happened to Nolan Wells. This morning, an urgent investigation to determine how 18-year-old Nolan Wells died on a boating trip with friends off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. As they await the results of the official autopsy, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office wants to hear from anyone who was on Horn Island over the 4th of July weekend.
I would urge anyone that had information or was on the island to let us interview you and take down as much information as we can to really piece together and figure out what may have happened.
Authorities say Wells' friends left the island and he stayed behind and was supposed to take a different boat back to the mainland Saturday, but never did. After a desperate search, Wells' body was found off the shore Monday. Investigators say they have no information at this time to indicate a crime was committed. And this morning, for the first time, we're seeing and hearing from Wells, who spoke with our affiliate WLOX on the day he signed to play college football.
It's truly a blessing, just being here with some of my best friends, teammates, and we're all going to college together, most of us, so it's just truly a blessing to be here.
His high school coach saying Wells was much more than an outstanding football player and that he carried himself with humility, treated others with respect, worked hard, and led by example. The teenager's emotional family, desperate for answers, they've hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who says his team will conduct an independent investigation. And the family's new attorney, Ben Crump, says he will fight for the timely release of any records and witness accounts in this case. Nolan Wells would have turned 19 next month. Guys.
Family just wants some answers here, Alex. Thank you for staying on this for us. Really appreciate it.
Now with the queen of country music, Dolly Parton is taking her talents on the road as her musical heads to Broadway. Larry, you have all the details for us.
I do, Michael. And just to be clear here, we're not talking about the Broadway in Nashville with all those famous honky-tonks and live music. Oh, no. Miss Dolly is bringing her rhinestones to a place they can really shine under the bright lights of Broadway. This morning, the Queen of Country, Dolly Parton, making a big announcement. She's bringing her story to Broadway. The news coming after Parton was forced to take a step back last year, canceling her already postponed Las Vegas residency to deal with health challenges after the death of her husband.
When they raised the hood on this old antique, they realized that I need to rebuild my engine.
This announcement now marks the second time fans have seen Parton in recent weeks.
Well, how's everybody doing today out in that hot, boiling sun?
Dolly, a true original musical, is set to begin previews later this year.
Now, this isn't about a story about sparkle and shine on the outside. It's about where I really come from, what I've lived, what I've lost, what I've loved, and how I found my way and told it in my own words and through the music that's been part of me every step of the journey. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
The musical will feature some of her biggest hits.
Jolene, 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 Jolene.
In addition to new music, with casting to be announced in the coming weeks.
This really is a dream come true.
We just want to sing this morning. We just can't help it. Thank you, Dolly. And you know, Dolly has slowly but surely been returning to the spotlight after she told fans she had trouble with kidney stones and needed to take that break. We saw her just a few weeks ago at the opening of her Tennessee rest stop. Then we saw her again recently in a video message thanking Taylor and Travis for their donation to her Imagination Library. And now Dolly the Musical begins previews in December and will celebrate opening night on a very special occasion, Dolly's 81st birthday.
Yeah.
That's January 19th, 2027. Tickets go on sale this Friday, guys.
Oh, love it, love
You
it, love
sold
it.
out a fair right there.
Oh,
no one fills your heart like Dolly.
No one.
No.
True that.
Oh, there's nothing better than that. Back now on GMA with a throwback to kick off our play of the day. The original, very first WNBA on Monday night's broadcast hosted by Robin and UConn head coach Gino Auriemma. That is some beautiful stuff right there. They used to say orange and white on Monday night. Well, last night it was orange and white on Tuesday night for Robin. 30 years after they called ESPN's first ever WNBA game, she and her longtime pal Gino returned.
Dentures right there.
Returned to the booth for a one-night only ESPN WNBA broadcast of the New York Liberty's Dallas Wings game, along with veteran play-by-play commentator Beth Mowins and Holly Rowe. Take a look at how it all went.
Alongside my summer sidekick this summer, Gino Auriemma, I'm Robin Roberts. Lisa Leslie will put it up for 3-0.
Our voices were a lot higher 30 years ago. Did you notice that there, Gino? But, I remember it was a clobber fest. There were so many fouls in that game. But really, I remember Lisa Leslie, and I want to give some kudos here because you have to remember when the league was launched, it was based off of what we saw in 1996 at the Olympics. She had 22 points, 3-pointers that she was going. I mean, Tim Boards had a double-double, but that 96 team at the Olympics. Oh, yeah. Man, that is what set the tone for the WNBA.
Do we have the pictures of Robin studying during our show yesterday? That was some excellent stats,
Thank you
by
very
the way,
much. Thank you
in the broadcast booth, but also your playing days. Let's take a look.
Well, we've got a prominent member of the 1,000 point, 1,000 rebound club in college basketball. We thought it would be fun to look at some other notable members.
Oh my goodness.
Of 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why it's the only black and white photo, Robin, but the Lady Lions are represented. Your career at Southeastern Louisiana with Cheryl and Lisa and Brianna and Asia.
Good company. Line up. Proud. Very good. I noticed I'm the only black and white photo, yes.
They told me you all were going to give me grief. They told me that.
Well, I got a question. Were you shooting into a peach basket? They could have color corrected it. I mean, give me some color, people.
Come on now.
I deserve that.
Yeah, I know.
I deserve that.
I'm all right. I love you. Give you a hard time.
But, it was so much fun. Think about if the Giants said to you, hey, do you want to come back with Eli and play one more game?
No.
But no, the thought of
but
like...
if I could talk about the game, absolutely.
Yeah,
but you kicked it off, and it was great to see you and Gino together yesterday.
It was a lot of fun.
For a lot of people who may not have seen you then, they get to see you now, and everybody can see just how talented you are because you're on GMA every day now. People get to see where you've charted.
Oh, I appreciate that very much.
Welcome.
You made up for what you just said about the
peach basket.
Yeah.
I'm no fool.
Again, I want to thank ESPN. ESPN's been there for all 30 years with the WNBA, and to invite us back with
well, you started
Gino,
it. You set the
really
tone.
Very special.
You did.
Yeah. You got a wild video, don't you?
I sure do.
Yeah?
And this time, though, extreme heat, you might need to find a creative way to cool off. Well, one bear did, and no huskies were involved in this video.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
We're glad.
Bears are safe.
So this is not the husky one.
Yeah, correct.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Breaking news. President Trump's new comments about the ceasefire with Iran, saying it's over, declaring the deal he signed 3 weeks ago is now dead amid the dangerous new escalation. Iran launching attacks on U.S. allies in the Middle East after the U.S. hit 80 targets inside Iran. This morning, oil prices rising. Rachel Scott tracking it all from Turkey.
Getting on campus when you don't get in.
Everything that the typical student has, I have as well.
The alternative path some students are using to attend their dream schools. And he's swapping dance shoes for a microphone.
For the first time in Dancing with the Stars history,
Robert Irwin is back with a brand new role, going from Mirrorball champion
Robert and Whitney
to host. And he's saying,
"Good morning, America! Woohoo!"
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America.
We so enjoy it when Robert Irwin is here with us, and when Tori is here as well. Deals and Steals this morning has viewer favorite skincare brands all 50% off.
Always a great deal with Tori, and also had a new warning about popular squishy toys in a viral trend on social media that could result in burns.
Okay, but first a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with the breaking news on the war with Iran. Amid the dangerous escalation overnight, now the big question, is the ceasefire over? Let's go back to Rachel Scott in Turkey at the NATO Summit of America's Allies with President Trump's latest comments. Good morning again, Rachel.
Robin, good morning to you again. And we've been following a number of breaking developments here at the NATO summit in Turkey. Of course, it was just 3 weeks ago that the president was praising this deal that he reached with Iran. Now the president says this morning that the ceasefire with Iran is now over. It comes after the U.S. and Iran traded strikes overnight. Tehran launching attacks across the region, targeting U.S. military sites in Bahrain and Kuwait. Just hours earlier, the U.S. hitting over 80 targets. These videos posted online showing the explosions. A U.S. official telling ABC News those strikes were meant to send a powerful message to Iran after they targeted 3 commercial strips in the Strait of Hormuz. This morning, oil prices are rising, and the president is casting doubt on the future of negotiations, saying that his team could keep talking if they want to, but saying, quote, "I do not see it." The president also went after our NATO allies once again for not helping in this war that he launched in the Middle East, even though they were never consulted from the beginning of this. As for Iran, well, they are responding this morning, saying they will not be bullied, saying, quote, "We will not fold, Michael."
Yeah, it seems like we're right back where we started, actually in a worse position than we were before it all started there, Rachel. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to turn now to a new warning about the popular Neato squeeze toy. Our Rhiannon Alley is here with the details. Good morning, Rhiannon.
Good morning, guys. Yes, these Neatos and other similar squishy toys are so popular that earlier this year we reported that people were waiting in lines wrapped around the block just to buy them. But this morning, a New York fire marshal is raising the flag after a child suffered 2nd and 3rd degree burns after imitating a viral trend trend on social media where kids put those gel-filled toys in the microwave. Sometimes they put them in the freezer first, so then put them in the microwave. That can cause them to boil and explode, causing serious injuries. And this is not the first time someone has been injured. One burn center employee outside of Chicago said that they have seen 4 cases related to the Nido cubes in just the first month of this year. Now, ABC News did reach out to the company that makes Nidos. They say that ensuring the safety of their consumers is fundamental, noting that heating or freezing the toys could cause injury and that they are disappointed to see that there has been a trend on social media demonstrating misuse of the products, adding that they have included a safety warning on their packages and online listings. They've also partnered with social media companies to remove content showing them being misused. Guys, my kids don't have social media, but even they've put theirs in the freezer. I didn't know this was a problem. So this is important for parents as well.
Wow. Parents have conversations with your kids about this.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Hi, Rhiannon. Thank you as always. And we're going to turn now to Prince Harry and the reaction this morning after he lost his high-profile lawsuit. Maggie Ruley's in London with the latest for us. Good morning again, Maggie.
Hey, Michael, good morning. Yeah, it's day 2 of Harry's trips to the UK, and he's front page news here, but guys, probably not how he hoped. Just look at the cover of the Daily Mail. Vindicated. Now, Harry and 6 other high-profile claimants took the Daily Mail to court, and now the newspaper's triumphant after a judge dismissed all of the claims of unlawful news gathering against it. The paper's former editors calling Harry a confused and angry young man, saying the case should never have been brought to trial. But Harry's hitting right back with his own statement, calling the judge's decision a complete and obvious whitewash. No word yet on whether he plans to appeal. Now, Harry is here in London solo after deciding not to bring his wife and children due to security concerns. Today, attending an event with veterans that Meghan was supposed to be at. But guys, there's still a lot of questions. We still don't know whether Meghan will join him later in the week or if Harry will see any of his family, guys.
Still undetermined. All right. Thank you so much, Maggie.
Now, we're excited because we got a star who's always ready for his next adventure, whether he's wrangling crocodiles or waltzing across the dance floor. Now, Robert Irwin is hosting a brand new show, Dancing with the Stars, The Next Pro. Give it up for Robert. Yes.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you guys.
Man, you always bring so much great energy. We always love having you here. But you need this kind of energy because you spend your whole life around 2 things that frighten me to death. Frighten me, the crocodile and snakes.
Oh, really?
But what is scarier? Wrangling a crocodile or snakes or competing on Dancing with the Stars, The Next Pro?
I think I know. I think you know what I'm about to say, mate. It's dancing for sure. I mean, crocodiles and snakes, I mean, you know when a crocodile's striking out at you, you know he's going to try and bite you. But when you get on the dance floor, anything could happen. You know what it's like, man. Anything could happen.
You don't know
it's a whole different kettle of fish, and it does. Being on Dancing with the Stars, it was unpredictable. I had no idea what I was in for, but it was a life-changing experience. And now, on The Next Pro, we're watching, these aren't celebrity contestants that are giving it a go. These are the best in the industry. So it is hard. It is really, really hard.
This is really smart. This is a really smart show.
Cool,
It's very,
so
very
excited.
cool. And it looks like you guys having so much fun. But let me ask you this. Have you taken them to your home, the Australian Zoo?
I did. Well, we actually filmed The Next Pro like right down the road from Australia Zoo.
Yeah, I didn't
in
know
Australia.
That. You actually brought the whole show on the road
We
to your
brought everything.
hometown.
It was awesome. So after being in the ballroom for 3 months, being part of this world of Dancing with the Stars, bringing that into my home, showing all of my dance family, Australia Zoo, welcoming them in. I got them their own, khaki uniform. They were in there cuddling koalas and wrangling crocodiles. Mate, I know you say you're a bit apprehensive of crocs, but I reckon you'd be right. I reckon I'll get you in there with Crocs. I think you'd love it. I think you'd love it.
Please. You know the closest I'm getting is the video I saw of you walking next to that one earlier. I'm getting no closer than that, Robert. Robert, you can't convince me. I'm out.
I don't know.
I feel like if anybody could do it, it's you. Hey, I want to get back to the show because we really love this concept. And some of these dancers do have connections to the show.
Yes.
But that isn't always a good thing, or is it? We want to before you answer, let's take a look at the show.
We have searched the world of ballroom far and wide for the best and brightest. And that is you guys, the gold standard. Now, I know that some of you have close connections to Dancing with the Stars, but on The Next Pro, connections count for nothing. This all comes down to you alone.
Wow, you're tough.
Putting in the hard work there.
Yeah. Wow, that's really tough. So
it's true.
And I guess you can't tell us how that person who had the connections did. I don't want to give anything away, but I did want to ask you a little bit about what it's been like for you to transition from the zoo to dancer to winner, and now to be a host.
It's amazing, you know. It's such a privilege. I grew up hosting shows, but it was wildlife documentaries. You know, I never thought dancing would be a way to represent my message, because that is what is core to me. I'm a conservationist. I'm an environmental advocate, but I also want to spread this sense of passion and positivity, which I could do on Dancing with the Stars. But now the next pro, I feel like going from contestant to host. First of all, I'm not getting judged, so that's great. That's nice. That's nice. But the other thing is also, I feel like I can be in some way a bit of a mentor, because I'm obviously not the best dancer, but I had the best partner. I had Whitney Carson, the most incredible pro, just a truly amazing human being. So I know what it is to have a great pro partner teaching me.
Really
so I can say to these hopefuls, hey, this is what it takes. You've got to be a good dancer, but you've also got to be
a great teacher,
a therapist sometimes. You've got to be all of these things, you know, and that's what we're looking for. So it ain't going to be easy.
And wildlife is kind of like dancers anyway, so I feel like you've got a good parallel.
Dancers are even wilder.
That's right, they're more wild.
They're even more wild.
We are so looking forward to the next pro, but Dancing with the Stars is also coming back this fall, and everybody's so anticipating. We've got several celebrities that have already been announced. Sierra Miller from Summer House, Love Island's Maura Higgins, Savannah Banana Jackson Olsen, and Jimmy Kimmel Live's Guillermo. So who do you got out of the four we know of so far? Who's going to do well?
I'm pumped for Guillermo. Hey, I'm so pumped. I want to dance with Guillermo, like we all do. Heck yeah, that's great. I actually caught up with Jackson, you know, and he was saying, what kind of advice do you have, Robert? I said, mate, the thing is, anyone who does this show, I say you got to lean in. You got to lean in. You've got to let go, enjoy the process, trust your partner, and try to tell your story. That's what sets Dancing with the Stars apart. It's so much more than dancing. We can tell a message. You know, I felt like I could tell my message, my life, my journey through grief and my family and my love for conservation, all of these things through movement.
You did.
What a privilege. So I'm excited for this new crop to get in there, get into it, and everyone I'm seeing, they want to be there, they want to give it everything. So we're in for a pretty cool season.
And guys, last season was unbelievable.
So fun. It was so fun. You know, I had my sister in the ballroom in the very seat that I was sitting when I watched her win.
When you were
right there.
Are you the only family with 2 mirror balls? Is that a thing?
I think so.
I think so.
We're definitely the only Aussies to have mirror balls, so I'm happy about that. Let's go, Australia.
Represent. Thank you so much. We cannot wait to see it. Dancing with the Stars, the next pro, does premiere Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, and streams the next day on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. Cannot wait to see it. Yes.
Deals and Steals with Tori Johnson, and it's summer skincare favorites.
Oh, because summer's so hard on your skin. So all these deals are 50% off. Tori, what do we got?
Starting with Lift and Contour with a favorite, Strivectin. So this one, Lara, I'm excited about. I got something for each of you.
Okay, deal.
Okay, so that is the Peptide Facelift Serum. That is one that has been tested and designed specifically for perimenopausal through postmenopausal women.
Check.
Yeah, exactly. And it's phenomenal. Sam, this one I got for you.
What is this
Peptide Plump Collagen Cushion Cream.
I'll take
it's
that.
got like all of those words that we love.
A little cushion,
it's their
Sam.
new next gen wrinkle to gel gel to cream hybrid.
That is so
it's very cushiony, exactly. And that one's designed specifically for forehead as well as like those marionette lines, specifically for that area. Then of course we always have their this is their #1 bestseller. This is their neck cream. And then we also have the neck and chest tightening with SPF. So depending on what you need, we got you covered
Something
with
for
all
everybody.
this.
It really works if you SPF it. You know, you're trying to make it better anyway, so don't get more damage.
You got it.
Right.
50% off plus
free shipping.
Free shipping.
You got it. All right, another favorite, Elemis.
Oh my gosh.
We've got also all of the Elemis bestsellers. 2 things that our viewers especially love.
Yeah,
These
I love
2
that
right
one.
here. Pro Collagen Marine Cream with SPF,
So good, guys.
it's so easy to just do one step. And then also their cleansing balm is phenomenal because it's nourishing, but it gets everything off that needs to get off while still hydrating your skin.
Yep.
All of the best sellers. Everyone in the studio is like, nope, that's my favorite, that's my favorite.
Well,
Whatever
they're a
your
huge
favorite
brand.
is, 50 off plus.
Free shipping.
You got it. Another favorite.
Yes,
Nassif
I use his
MD.
products every day.
So
I do
our-
too now.
Yes, exactly, because Dr. Nassif was here. He
Yep.
gave us each a little tutorial. Two big bestsellers from him. These detox pads.
They're incredible.
He is the only guest who comes in with absolutely no makeup on because
Yep.
his skin is so flawless. AM, PM on that, and then this one, this Hydro Screen. This is his hyaluronic acid.
I do that after I do this.
Yep.
I do the pad, and then I do the serum, and then I do that.
So good. So all the best sellers here, including the new big size of the cleanser, 50 off plus. Dr. Nassif's throwing in
Free shipping.
You
Thank you,
got
Dr.
it.
Nassif.
All right, LED Aesthetics. That is a brand new mask from them.
I'm gonna
that
look
is
so young in a minute.
Wireless and even more red light that's on it. So you see wireless, so you can go about your chores and
I know
stuff
we don't
and
have
do
a
your
ton of time,
thing.
but what does this do again?
So red light is great for just age-defying benefits, rejuvenating your skin. Then you press a little button here and we can go to blue light for acne clearing. So it's got all of the modes, plus we've got their hat for your head and
how
scalp
long
health.
should one wear this?
10 minutes, baby.
Okay.
10 minutes every day. Follow the directions. You will see results.
Okay.
Everything here is half price.
All right, I'm gonna
Then,
keep this off.
Nulastin. Okay, so speaking of
put it on the
aging,
right color.
after our 20s, our hair becomes more prone to shedding. It can become
It sure
thinner,
does,
fragile. That is where Nulastin comes in because elastin is what our scalp needs.
Yep.
AM, PM on dry scalp. We also have their lash and brow serums. Their whole system, if you use their system, you will see results. This is a great one, and it's all 50%
that's
off.
good to know.
Yes, the shampoo, the scalp treatment, phenomenal. And then finally, we're ending on some honey here.
I'm trying not
with
to look at
Pharmacy.
Sam.
How about this? A little honey halo. This is their great
you.
ceramide
Thank you, Tori. Thank you,
moisturizer.
strange man.
Honey, hyaluronic acid. We also have their Green Clean. This is their best-selling cleansing balm.
Just
you look
ignore
good.
him.
You
No,
look.
he's-
Listen,
I feel good.
He
He's getting
does. He
younger as
does
we
whatever
speak.
it takes.
Yeah.
This is just a beautiful line. I also love their little
like
lip
this.
balms. These are great. Little pop of pretty, all 50% off.
I love that. I'm going to order that. All right, so Tor, thank you. And we have partnered with all of these companies on these deals. You can get them by scanning the QR code right there on your screen or just go to deals.com, GMAdeals.com.
I am not giving up on this. I got 10 minutes. I got like 6 more minutes.
I
Coming up,
know.
Descendants style, Kylie Cantrall
Please take it
is
off for
here
her.
to tell us about the newest movie in the franchise.
You cannot interview her with that on.
Okay.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
Welcome back to GMA, as Michael just said. That's Dwayne Johnson at the premiere of the all-new live-action Moana movie last night. Celebrating his culture and dancing during a special live performance, the stars and creators now all hit the blue carpet at Hollywood Bowl. Johnson told us what makes this movie so special. Take a look at this.
The animated films were phenomenal, I think. I might be a little biased. Moana 1, Moana 2, but it's also the kind of story that we want our kids and we want our adults seeing real human beings playing out.
Yeah, you feel his connection to this one. Moana hits theaters nationwide on Friday, and tomorrow the movie's producer and songwriter, Tony winner Lin-Manuel Miranda is actually going to be here, right here to talk to us about more.
He is wonderful. All right, but we're back now with Kylie Cantrall. She's known for High School Musical, the series. She's announcing a new album, Valley Girl Problems, and she is back as Red in Descendants, Wicked Wonderland. We have the fabulous audience of the super fans for the new Descendants. Wonderful to see her. Okay, this is working for you.
I know. I saw it backstage and I was like, Had to represent. You know, I come in my red always.
You do. So what can we expect in the film?
Well, we pick up where we left off, and you know, it was cool in this film because in Rise of Red, you know, Red was the villain. She was the rebel, and she kind of evolved into the hero. And, you know, in this film, getting to explore that side of her where she's now stepping into more of a leadership role. She's more of a role model. And I kind of tried to mirror that in real life on set as well. And I wanted to be kind of the role model for everyone on set, and you know, I felt that responsibility to kind of lead the gang.
Well, we have a look of a clip of you being that leader here. Let's check it out.
Guess I really have corrupted you. Okay, don't give yourself too much credit. I mean, she was the one who taught me that a lie to save a life was a good trade, even if she doesn't remember it.
What your mom said in there about Maddox on the aisle, that's us, Chloe. We did that. I finally got the mom I always wanted, and now we put her in danger.
So, how excited are you about playing Red again?
So excited. I mean, I kind of got to grow up essentially through this character, and I think like bringing my own personal evolution and growth as a person and bringing that to the character, and I mean, getting to put on the red wig, it feels like second nature at this point.
It's weird, but that color looks really good on you.
Thank you. I mean, thank goodness, right? I feel like I have to wear red all the time, and it's become kind of a part of
It's your signature.
my thing.
Do you miss being the baddie?
A little bit. I feel like Red always has. She always is a baddie at heart. She's a VK at heart for sure. But I had so much fun, and I think like the musical numbers are just over the top, next level. The costumes are next level, and especially for me, growing up as a dancer and a singer, getting to really showcase that side of myself in this musical. It's every performer's dream.
And were you a fan before you were cast?
Huge fan. I was like the target demographic for Descendants when the first one came out. I was 9 years old. I remember running across the street to my neighbor's house, and on that Friday we both sat right in front of the TV and like watched it, and we were just like, oh my God, this is the coolest movie ever.
Speaking of being a fan, I turned around in the studio and these fans just started flooding in to see you.
Yeah.
There is a connection that you have with your audience. What is that like, and why is it so important to keep it?
It's everything. It's literally why I'm here, why I'm doing what I'm doing. I think my goal is always to inspire the next generation of performers, hopefully. I looked up to, the Selena Gomez and Zendaya and these former Disney stars that were so a part of, me getting into the arts, and I want to be that for, this generation. Feels very special, but it is a responsibility, and I don't take it lightly, for sure.
Well, you do inspire a lot of young fans. We have one here who had the question for you. Mia Wong. And Mia, what's your question?
Who would you be if you weren't Red?
Would I be if I wasn't Red? Guys, that's a hard one. I mean, so much of my wardrobe is red in my closet. I would really have to do a whole closet makeover. So I don't know, but I guess I love playing a villain, so I would have to choose another villain character. Maybe Shigo from Kim Possible. I went as her for Halloween one year. I liked the costume. She's a good one.
Good answer.
Yeah.
So for us, when you see these young fans who come here and you realize the influence that you have on them, I love that you say you take it as a real responsibility.
Totally. No, I do, and I think that's like the best part about getting this role and having this platform is getting to meet these young fans and inspire them. And I remember like being so obsessed with Disney princesses and Disney dolls. I would literally go to the store with my parents and like lay out the dolls in the middle of the aisle and like do a whole PowerPoint presentation on like why I needed this doll, because it's best friends with the other doll I have at home, and it's lonely without it.
I had that same PowerPoint presented to me by my daughter. Yeah,
I was like working every angle I could to get the toy, but
so it was meant to be. Meant to be.
Well, they must love you because they're up early in the summer. These kids, and they're excited to be up.
Thank you, and you guys look so fresh-faced.
Yeah, Kylie.
So
Thank you. You deserve everything that's coming your way. Thank you for being such a great role model for so many. Descendants, Wicked Wonderland premieres on Disney Channel on Thursday. How cool is that? July 16th, and on Disney Plus the next day.
All right, we're back now with NBA champion, six-time All-Star, and proud dad, Jayson Tatum of the Boston Celtics. Yes. And he's just written his second children's picture book, Baby Dunks a Lot, The Day That Basketball Stopped Bouncing. I love the name of this book, man. And this is a sequel to your first book, Baby Dunks a Lot. But in this time, your baby, the Dunky baby is caught on to save the game when the basketball stopped bouncing. What inspired you to write this new book, this sequel?
To be honest, it's twofold. For one, the reception that I've gotten from the first one, just when, taking my son to school or out playing golf, meeting parents or grandparents that will stop me. And I think they're going to tell me how much, they appreciate me playing basketball, right?
Baby dunks a lot.
And they'll tell me how much their grandchild or their son or daughter loves reading the book every single night.
Awesome.
So just thinking about, myself and writing a book with Sam Apple and the illustrator and just the process of it all and how long it took to create something special, and then seeing the reception from people really means a lot. And then just being a father for the second time, having a second son. The coolest part is the first book, I was reading it to Deuce. And now Deuce is reading this book to his younger brother, Dylan.
Oh, wow.
So seeing that relationship evolve is really special.
What Deuce is like? He's 8 years old now? Oh,
8.5 going on 18.
Was he able to collaborate at all with you on this book, help you out with the book?
So Deuce is like, he gives me tips. And so we have the book. And, be like, Deuce, what do you think about this? And, he gives his feedback. He's a tough critic, but value his opinion a lot.
And what does little 2-year-old Dylan think of the new book?
He just thinks, he follows his big brother, whatever he does.
Exactly.
So he just loves the idea of his brother reading the book to him. And that's just really cool to see.
Are you seeing any basketball interest in either boy?
Well, Deuce is, he's showing some promise. He loves being around the game, and like I said, Dylan just does whatever Deuce does.
Yeah.
So I got my hands full.
Possibly got 2 basketball players.
Yeah. Speaking of young fans, I know we have some questions for you, so let's go to the tape. First up is 5-year-old Jack from Boston.
What's your favorite thing that you eat before a game?
That is so little voice.
Oh, that's a great question.
Thank you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack. I believe it or not, and you may have experienced this, I eat the same thing before every single game.
Superstition?
Just a creature of habit.
Yeah.
Chicken teriyaki, white rice, and vegetables.
Well, that's a good
every single.
That is a
before
good
every single
treat.
game.
That's got all the stuff.
Yeah.
You said they played later in the afternoon. If I were to eat that before morning game, it was a little different.
Yeah.
Give me some egg whites and a little toast.
Sure.
All right, we got another question from 4-year-old Harlan, who's also from Boston. What you got, Harlan?
I want to know what's your favorite part about being a dad?
Oh!
That's a tough question. There's so many things. My favorite part about being a dad would be seeing their personalities develop. And as a parent, I remember my mom and dad and grandma used to always tell me just like, stay young, because time flies. And experiencing that in real time, from remembering when they were born, and now Deuce can get dressed by himself and he's helping his brother get dressed. And it's just like seeing their character and them grow up and develop. It really makes you a better person. It makes you want to be the best role model and the best father figure, knowing that there are 2 little boys that are watching everything you do.
What they say, the days are long, but the years are short when it comes to your kid. And one more shout out, Duke Blue Devils. That's right. My daughter's at Duke. You're a Duke guy.
Really?
Yes, sir. You and I got to go to games together now that you know that. But no, Jayson, thank you for being here, man. And all of us are big fans of yours. And congratulations on book number 2, Baby Dunks a Lot, The Day the Basketball Stopped Bouncing. Absolutely love that title. And the book is available now. Make sure you go out and pick yourself up a copy and read it to your kids tonight. I'm sure they'll enjoy it.
And now to a look at the follow-up to last year's hit docuseries, The Fox Hollow Murders, Playground of a Serial Killer. Return to Fox Hollow features exclusive interviews, and it is streaming now on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. Take a look.
Fox Hollow is like a killing field.
When the documentary came out, we immediately began getting leads. There is another suspect, and it wasn't Mark Goodyear.
We're so close to solving this. We just need the one person who connects everything.
So when I interview Mark this time, what should I ask him?
Ask him if he'll talk to me.
So we're back now with New York I'm going to try that again. Back now with New York Times bestselling author Justin Halpern. He's also, by the way, the co-showrunner of Abbott Elementary, one of our favorite shows. He's just amazing, and he's here.
And welcome, Justin, by the way. It's so nice to have you. So I don't know how to interpret the title. Do I go, get lost, or do I go, get lost?
I think it depends on how you're feeling.
Yeah. and I do want to get into the book, all things book, because you have some recommendations for us as well. But can we first just talk about Abbott Elementary?
Is it 6?
This is season 6.
We're coming up on season 6. You guys are about to go into production for it, and you're the co-creator of this.
Well, co-showrunner. Quinta Brunson created it.
Sorry.
No.
But, by the way, huge job.
Oh my gosh.
Running this show. It's a well-oiled machine by now. What can we look forward to?
I think fans of Abbott are really going to like this season. It's a little bit, when you sort of get the vibe of it through 5 seasons, you can start to do things in season 6 that, the audience kind of is in on the joke. And I think it's really a throwback season, and I think it's really like a good meat and potatoes Abbott season.
I like that.
Yeah, I think people are going to love it.
All right.
So Quinta Brunson, by the way, the cast, everybody is so
oh my God, they're
just
amazing.
Incredible and funny and unique. So here you go. In your debut novel, Get Lost, perfect, fun, delightful, excitingly unexpected. Tell us what it's about and why it's the perfect book to pick up this.
That's by the way what Quinta said about it. That was her quote about the book.
It's very
now
nice
you
of her.
tell us.
I bullied her into reading it. Yeah, so it's basically about this woman. She's in her early 30s. She's estranged from her dad, who's this avuncular kind of guy who everyone loves except for her. And she gets a call at the start of the book that her mom has gone missing. And she's like, you know what, my mom has some mental health issues. She kind of goes missing a lot. She'll come back, and they say, well, this time might be different. They think that your dad may have killed her. And so she goes back to her small town, and with her dad tries to figure out what happened to her mom and where is she.
Oh, wow. And it's got a lot of twists and turns, which I love for a summer read.
Yeah, I feel like it's a fun read. It's hopefully people find it funny, but that the mystery is compelling, and it hopefully has a satisfying ending. I answer all of the questions.
So we'll pick your brain as a book expert on your best picks for summer reads, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. Not at all. I brought a few. First one, Under Major Domo Minor.
I'm so glad you said it, because I didn't know how to read that one either. I'm like, Under Major Domo Minor.
By Patrick DeWitt.
What is it about this one that you like?
It's one of my favorite movies of all time is Princess Bride. And it's fantastic.
It's hysterical.
Movie. Yes, and this is the closest thing I've found to Princess Bride in book form.
Well, that's a sell.
It's funny, it's charming, it's kind of whimsical, and it's this it's really like a love story at its core, and it really is just such a page turner and such a fun read. It's just absolutely from page 1 to the end. It's
all right, I'm writing that one down. You also really like this next book. This is called Angel Down by Daniel Kraus.
Yes.
Why is this a favorite?
I've read a lot of war books, and it's hard to find one that feels really unique to me. And this one is this really unique, propulsive book about war, but that's also about humanity, and it has some surrealism in it. And it was just one of those books where when you put it down, you just can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I just kept thinking about it for months and months and months. And so it's definitely one of my favorites.
Okay.
I love your taste. I think your list is going to be a great list to follow. All right, your third book that you picked was also critically acclaimed, the finalist of the Pulitzer Prize and the Booker Prize, so this is a big deal. Tell us what Audition by Katie Kitamura is about and why you loved it.
Yeah, I'm not original in picking this book
No,
being a very,
but it's a
good
good reminder.
book.
I had heard about it, and now I'm definitely going to read it.
I love those sort of books that are about sliding doors moments where your life could go one way or the other. And I also felt it was a book about parenting and how children change you and what would your life look like with them or without them.
Right.
And so it was this sort of parallel universe book that really had so much to say about being a parent. And as a parent, it really just stuck with me.
Resonated.
Yeah.
3 very different books.
Yeah, yes, very different books. I like to throw
mix it up.
Yeah.
My husband was just asking me, and I was like, we have on a great author today. So thank you for the recommendations. Everybody check those out. Also, your book, Get Lost, available, how dare you? Get Lost is available wherever you get your books. Justin, thank you so much for being with us. Congrats on Abbott Elementary. Congrats on the book. And please come back soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, great
A lot of
Rex.
fun.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Michael, yes. Have a great day, everybody.
See you tomorrow.